in southern Tennessee in dire poverty. I was in a home full of chaos and violence. We never, me, my brother, my sister, we never knew what it was like to really have peace and ever really feel safe. I can remember night after night huddling ourselves sometimes in one bed, crying and praying as we listened to my father beat my mother and then molest her. It was horrible. But my mom was my hero. She protected me, my brother, my sister. She kept our father from expressing all of his anger and violence and wrath on us. She didn't know much about being a great mother. She didn't know anything about modern psychology or any of those kinds of things. But I'll tell you what she did know. She knew how to work real hard. She walked to work every single day on a job making $19 a week to feed and clothe 3 kids. She walked in the freezing snow and rain and the heat of the summer to go to work every single day and was faithful at it. I'll tell you one of the things that was most astounding about my mother is my mother never tried to embitter us against our father. She never whined. She never complained. My mother taught us or modeled to us that really, no matter what the circumstances of life were, that you could be content. You could be happy somewhat. You didn't have to give into it. You didn't have to become angry and bitter. But before she died, we sat down and had a long conversation. And of course, she bore her soul to me that the deepest regret of her life was what her children went through. And she had a lot of shame about it. And I told her, I said, Mom, that's what heaven is for. We're going to all cross over. And when you go over, you won't even know that you've been away from us because there's no time there. You won't miss us. You'll never feel separated from us. You'll just cross over, meet with Jesus, look over your shoulder. And as far as you know, right there we are behind you. And we've got all of eternity to make up for all the things that we missed as a family when we were all young. So before my mom died, I wrote this song for her and I want to share it with you. And, I don't know what your experiences are with your mom, but let me say this. I've learned this about my father and his violence. I learned this about my mother and her pain and suffering that she went through. I learned this about my stepfather later on, about how he grew up and the influences on his life. No matter what you might think of them, they've gone through something. They've got a life. They've got a past. They've got hurts. And whether they mean to or not, they just express those hurts in your life. And I hope that in any way that you can, maybe listening to this song, I help you find a soft place in your heart for your mom on this Mother's Day, and help you realize that just like your past makes you have problems that you express in the wrong way to the people around you, that your mom and your dad, whatever pain they grew up in, that's probably why they failed in some of the areas that they failed in. Hope you enjoy this song. Hope it's a blessing to you.
We cried ourselves to sleep some nights because the things that Daddy did, the things that hurt a mother are things that hurt her kids. The neighbors knew, the town did too, but Mama kept us from the shame. When the world went wrong, the thing that kept us strong was the love that Mama gave. The years went by, the kids ran wild. We did the things that we'd seen done, the things we swore that we'd never do became the things we did for fun. When the town said that we won't amount to much, 'cause you know who their daddy is, there was a strength and work that they could not see. It was the love Mama gave. It was a love without condition, and her mercy never failed. She never criticized our faults or the places that we failed. She loved us till we found our way, and now we all stand strong. In a world that tried to take our lives, Mama's love has conquered all. Now we're all grown and we've all got kids, and we try to raise them right. We bow our heads and we say our prayers when we tuck them in at night. They've got a better world and a better life, and I only hope someday they'll know the secret to our strength and life is the love that Mama gave. It was a love without condition, and her mercy never failed. She never criticized our faults or the places that we failed. She loved us till we found our way, and now we all stand strong. In a world that tried to take our lives, Mama's love has conquered all. It was a love without condition, and her mercy never failed. She never criticized our faults or the places that we failed. She loved us till we found our way, and now we all stand strong. The world that tried to take our lives, Mama's love has conquered all. In the world that tried to take our lives, Mama's love has conquered all. Mama's love has conquered all. Mama's love has conquered all.